Alright, what's up YouTubers, fellow WoW players, and people who've come over here from WoW Interface. Uh, I'm gonna help you set up the UI. It's fairly easy now compared to my old grid UI. If you've transitioned from that, very lightweight in comparison. So first things first, as always, you will skip the process. Alright, so you've finished loading that screen. And you're back in. Let's go ahead and disable that and open up LVUI, which is /EC. Under profiles, the new change is now we have damage and healer. We'll be using damage for this character, but if you want to use multiple profiles or if you're a healer only, enables spec profiles and select accordingly. Like always, it is worth going in and just deleting any unnecessary profiles for the usage of memory. Go ahead and head over to general like we do and disable loot. I'm still using X loot. I tried to use the LVUI loot, but it's ugly, like really ugly, and X loot's better. Under media, combat text font, let's go ahead and change it to 4 squared. If you'd prefer a different font, go ahead and use it. Keep in mind, if you pay attention to what it says there, it does require a relog in my experience, sometimes even a restart before it changes. With the primary texture font, I use minimalist, and secondary is LVI blank. Unlike fonts, it should change immediately. No need to change anything else in there. Under action bars, let's go ahead and add mask support for them. Don't worry about the stance bar, we don't use it. If you do use it, that's fine, but your key bindings should be still set to Shift B, Shift C, I think Shift T, and the Boomkin I think is still Control B. If you need to change those, you've got key bindings, just go into stance bar and actually enable it and change the key bindings to whatever you want. This UI is obviously as minimalist as possible. If it comes to setting something up for a key binding, change it to however you like. Going in under action bars, keybind mode, change them all to however you want. If it's only buffs that we disable, and the only reason we disable buffs is because we're going to use the class, the character frame ones. Then we head down to skins. Like I always turn on quest choice and alert frames. Custom tweaks, 2 to change in here. Bags, makes them look a little bit prettier. Miscellaneous tweaks, if you have pets and you want them on your AFK screen, I mean, it's not a big deal, but turn it on. Raid control will allow you to disable the top little raid text that shows up. Movable frames is the ghost frame and the game menu frame. And that should be it. So let's go ahead and accept. If your chat hasn't set up properly, /EEN space load and reload the UI, and it should be set. That's for any of your characters, and it should put them into the same layout as you see here, which is one on this side, one on the left side, one on the right side. As you can see, memory usage quite low. I managed to drop it from about 300-ish meg down to 68. If you load up weak auras for whatever reason, the actual config, it will jump considerably. So after you finish mucking around with the weak auras, turn it off. /reload UI. There's only really one interface option that you need to change, apart from, if you're like me and you always use auto loot, which is /EB, and that's your equipment buddy for spec switching. So you would enable it, you go in and select the one that you want to use. Obviously I don't have any set up here. Everything else is kind of done. There's very little need to do it. If anything's out of place, please let me know, because I'm playing at 2560 by 1440, which is still 16 by 9, but it's hard for me to know if things will be out of place at lower resolutions. I have had friends test it for me, but just let me know. So if you liked this video, do us a solid, hit the subscribe button. If you would like to see more of these sort of videos, obviously not this particular style, in March, I'm planning on doing a lot more videos. I'm going to start doing videos about WoW and other games and just commentary on it. Any questions, you can leave comments in the description down below, but I would suggest just jumping over to Twitter rather than anything else. I've got the app on my phone, so it actually notifies me if you've got a question or if you're struggling with something, which is just @griddark. You can find me on almost anything with that nickname. I don't think many other people have used it. You can check out my icons on DeviantArt. You'll probably find me on Facebook. Please don't add me. It's a personal account, and I probably won't accept your request. If my plans go ahead and my streaming and whatnot take off, then I'll set up a page for my account for that. So hit the like button if you like my UI, hit the dislike button if you dislike my UI. What are you doing here if you don't like it? Peace.